Hello, everybody. This is James of my Jamming James playlist, and got my guitar here, my Aria guitar, and I was going to give you two songs. These are both kind of a bit challenging, I admit, because I don't really know them word for word, line for line. I'm trying to capture the spirit of the two songs. These are kind of in the theme of Cinco de Mayo. Both have to do with the Mexican border. And the first one is Felina by Marty Robbins. And the second one is a original song by me called Down and Out in El Paso. The short title is just simply In El Paso. So kind of long ones, just kind of improvising, kind of jazz style, or I'm just kind of making it up a little as I go along. So if you don't like that, maybe try something else. Here we are. This is Felina. Out in New Mexico, many long years ago, in a shack in the desert, amongst lightning and thunder, to a Mexican couple, a baby was born. When the baby cried, thunder and lightning died, and the moon came out and showed its gleam, and the stars did the same. Mother and father, both proud of the daughter that heaven had sent them. Felina was this baby's name. When she was 17, she had a crazy dream of a much better life and went to run away. Mother and father both asked one another, what made her run away? What made Felina leave home? Bothered by crazy dreams, she came up one night with a plan of a much better life. She didn't know where she'd go, but she knew she would find happiness if she followed her dream. After she ran away, she went to Santa Fe, lived there for a year and learned about life. She learned that with a smile she could have pretty clothes, she could be any man's wife. Rich men romanced her, they dined and they danced her, but she wanted to live somewhere where there was much better gleam. One cowboy said Paso, and he danced her, and like whiskey money did flow. She bought a one-way, a ticket to Santa Fe, 3 days and 3 nights on a stage with occasional rest. The last stop, up on the mountain top, she could see the lights at the base of the hill. She got a hotel at the Lily Bell. She quickly changed into a form-fitting black satin dress. A year passed, and maybe more, and then in through the swinging doors came a cowboy so handsomely dressed. He was new in town, hadn't been seen around. He was much different than all of the rest. For a day or so, folks would say that they saw him showing Felina the town. 6 weeks passed, every minute he spent with her, but he was insanely jealous of glances that she'd give. Inside he was hurtin' from all of her flirtin', but that was her nature, and that was the way that she lived. One night, Felena's flirtin' started a gunfight, and when the smoke cleared away, on the floor lay a man. Felena's young lover had shot down another, and so out of the back door he ran. The next day at 5 o'clock she heard a rifle shot and went to the door overlooking the pass. Her cowboy, her wild riding cowboy, low in the saddle, her cowboy was riding in fast. She went to meet him, to kiss and to greet him, when she saw him motion her back with the wave of his hand. Bullets were flying, Felena was crying, as the young cowboy fell from the saddle into the sand. Now in El Paso, anytime the wind blows at night, you'll hear a woman crying. It's not the wind sighing. Old timers will tell you she's calling for him. You'll hear them talking, and you'll hear them walking, you'll hear them laughing, but there's no one around. Don't be alarmed, there's really no harm there. It's just Felena, the young cowboy, showing Felena the town. Alright, so there you have it. There's Felena, sort of the truncated version. Left out more than I usually do to maybe shorten the time a little bit. This is by me. It's called In El Paso, like I was saying. That's a short version. The full is Down and Out in El Paso. I'm trying finger picking. I think I'm going to try chords on this one just so it's not so cantankerous. He was born in Coronado, near the Mexican border. He wanted to be a cowboy, just like his father, but even more so. He used to lasso chairs as cattle. And then he moved cattle from La Mesa and El Cajon to Poway. Then went on to Warner Springs, where he raised cattle all the way to strings and watered them and fed them and branded them. And then he was needed in Bishop, or was it Brody? He became really quite the roadie. He worked hard on just keeping himself above the sand. Then he went on to Tucson, where he had a much better job, but he didn't have a woman, and his position was too much of a dude ranch, so he took a position in Albuquerque, which was a much bigger ranch in a much bigger city, but he still didn't have a woman, and he still didn't feel like he was in the right place. So he went on to made a big deal, and which took him to Santa Fe, where life really seemed to begin. He met Felina, danced with her, and and money flowed like whiskey. He opened his big mouth and told her maybe Santa Fe when she said she was unhappy. He finally went after her and found her dead and gone. Then he was advised to move on, but there he stayed and sang his songs. And the time people say that you can hear them laughing and crying. Oh, Felina was with another cowboy, her spirit. Now, every time you hear something like a feather, he'll be the first to tell you that it's just Felina, not the weather. All right, thank you all. That's it for the day. Happy Cinco de Mayo, and hope you like my music. Have a nice day. Howdy, y'all. So long.